got my silly hat on, got a radio in my bag. Let's see what we can do. Hey, how's it going? So today I'm out doing some experimental radio stuff. I got an FM transmitter in my bag, piece of coax and no antenna, and I'm going to try and make a contact using the coax only. So I'm going to try and make an antenna out to the coax, see if it can be done. Now, I've heard about these flower pot antennas, which is sort of doing that. So mine is going to be a modified version because I'm out in the field. The idea was, what if you had to leave your house urgently for whatever reason, and you had a prep bag with an FM radio, bit of coax already rolled up, but no antenna because it's too big. Or you went out on a field trip to go up a mountain and you've forgotten your antenna. What do you do? So this is effectively my idea to see if I can make a contact on 2 meters and see if it will work. Now, as you might be able to see, I'm in a woods and I'm walking up to a high point, and while I'm in the woods I'm going to look for a piece of wood. I want a short piece of wood, about an inch and a bit in length, only about that long, and I'm looking for a long stick to actually use as an antenna. Right, is this broken, rotten? Maybe not a rotten one. Oh, look at this. I honestly didn't plan this, but that will do nicely. Yeah, I'll just keep it this length for now, if I can walk without going into anybody and poking their eye out. It looks like a joust. Yeah, so the idea is today that that's the type of stick I want. Something like that. Something about that big. It's been mauled by a dog that bit, but I'll find something anyway. Yeah, so I'm going to make an antenna out of a bit of coax, and I'll explain it all once I set up now. Okay, this seems a nice spot. There's a Bristol channel, we got a nice takeoff area. A few trees up there I could possibly use for hanging some paracord off. There's a pylon. Don't know if it's going to affect me on FM, I don't know. So anyway, should we have a look what's in my bag? So in here, I've put my stick in there. I'm going to use that. So there's the 2 sticks I've got. I'm going to use this for forming my coil to make a choke. Piece of coax. Need that. I got a sound recorder just for getting better quality audio if I do make a contact. Some tape that I'm going to need, and notepad. I always carry a notepad. I've got a mini tape measure, which should be quite handy, and in here is an SWR meter, which you wouldn't normally have, but yeah, there we are. And I got a multi-tool. So let's crack on anyway. We need a bit of tape, and we're going to measure roughly 1/2 meter. From when I looked at the diagram, it was actually 4.7, so it's slightly short of 2 meters. So we're going to measure 470 mil. This doesn't have to be super exact. and we're going to put a bit of red tape on there. Right, so that's the first length, that's 470. Then the next length is going to be 445. Well, there's a calculator online and a few links. I'll put them in the description so you can see other people who are cleverer than me how this is done. So 445 is roughly by there. Let's get a bit of tape, and I'm just going to make a little score in the outer sleeving, revealing the shielding. Okay, don't know if you can see that. Then, using my notepad, I'm just gonna make a little score down this coax. So this is now coming off nice and easy. Okay, there's the old sleeve. Now your coax sleeving. Peel it back, and you want to get rid of it. Basically, you're not going to need that anymore. So I'm just going to cut that off where I cut the sleeving. So now we have that, which is going to be one of my radiating parts. Okay, now we've got this other length here. The sleeving is on the inside, the shielding is on the inside. So now I want to get my piece of wood I found. Just take some of the little knots off it to make it a bit easier, because we're going to be using this to make a choke, basically. Coiling up the coiling up the coax, right? And I need to be able to slide it off, so I want to just clean that up a bit. Right, that's enough of that. So then so I just cut myself in. That knife is sharp. I'm just forming this now around without trying to get blood and stuff in this cut. I'm going to wrap this about 11 to 12 times. What's handy is if you put a bit of tape, I guess, at the start here. Stop that unwrapping. Bit of temporary tape, and then keep wrapping this round. Have I got any tissue on me? Yes, I do have a bit of tissue on me, so I can make a temporary little plaster to cover that up. It's not a deep cut, it's just a little nick, luckily. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, let's go 12. Don't want to over choke the signal. Now, I don't think it's a good idea to keep it on this log, because of the extra weight for a start, and from my experience, magnetic fields don't go through things too easily. So we're just going to wrap it up like that temporarily, and then hopefully we can get it off the log. And there's your coil. So that will hopefully choke the RF, and then it's only going to radiate these two parts here. Okay. Next thing is get my long stick and tape it onto the stick. This stick is rotten, so I don't know if it's gonna work. But you know, that's really quick. That didn't take long. I'll tape the choke to the stick. But will it work? I hope so. Right, there's the choke. There we are. There's my antenna on a stick. Okay, let's put this deadly knife away. Don't need you anymore. See if we've got any activity. There's some in. There they are. I've got something coming out. That's Kelvin, on one of the repeaters. Okay, so I'm just going to change the. It's going to change the channel now to and retest the transmitter 2.2. Okay, that is perfectly acceptable. Let's check. Let's see if we can improve that. Let's find an empty channel. It has made a bit of a difference actually. It's gone down quite a bit. So it's going down. I think it's because I was too close to it. There we are. We're up. There is a very makeshift antenna up in the air. Anyway, should we try and see if we can get something somewhere? Anything? I'm just going through some of my presets.
Got my wires a little bit crossed. I now understand what you're on about. It's just changing the head. G60HM.
Okay. That is a repeater in Newport.
Definitely. I'll when I get home, I'll take a picture of it.
So worst case scenario, at least you can see what's, at least you could hear what's going on in an emergency. Let's change. See if you can see me a bit better there. How cool is that? So that's with coax, no proper antenna. So already I think that's successful. Right, let's see if we can get, this is a repeater which is miles away. Let's just ping it, see if we can get anything. No, nothing at the moment. That is quite far away, that repeater. That's in England. Oh, there we are. It did ping. Should I try and make a call on it? Mike Whiskey Zero Oscar Yankee Delta, radio check please. Brilliant, thanks very much for coming back to me. Mike Whiskey Zero Oscar Yankee Delta. Thanks very much, Jim, for coming back to me. That's great. Yeah, I'm just using, I'm on top of a hill at the moment in South Wales, and I've just made an emergency antenna out of a piece of coax using a flower pot antenna design. So I'm really chuffed that it's coming in 5.9. That's brilliant. Thanks very much, Jim. 7.3s. There we are. It's 5.9 into a repeater. So now, that's absolutely fantastic. I am now going to try another repeater. This is Newport. It's coming in. It's absolutely no problem. The meter's not even moving. Yeah, it's working incredibly well. So who would know? This is on SWR of 2 as well. I've not even done this properly. If there wasn't a stick next to the radiator, it may have a better, and I want so near, I've only got a short bit of coax here to play with. If I wasn't so near, I'm probably causing impedance issues by being so near. If the stick wasn't next to the radiator, that might be making a difference as well. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm really pleased with this. That, I mean, that can be, in an emergency, that could be life-saving. There's my sticks being used. Then up to my choke, which is literally just taped together, formed around that little branch. And then up to there, just a rotten stick that I found on the floor. And here's the antenna. I'm just going to go through some of my presets to show you. This was, there we are. Look at that. I use this for satellites, as you can see. This is all the satellites I've got in here. Loads. But that's a repeater in Pontypridd. That's quite far away. I'm really pleased with this. That's incredible, isn't it? From a piece of coax. There's not even a you know, anything else. Now, I have got paracord. I could put this up in the air. One little thing I'm going to do, because I've got oh, my antenna's fallen down. Oh, I've snapped my stick. So I think I might have lost a few, because the antenna's now gone down by about, in height, about that much. Yeah, it's completely rotten, this. Because it hasn't rained for ages, the ground is solid, so I'm there, I was gone again. Let's see if...
Mike Whiskey 7, Echo Romeo Papa, nothing heard. Lloyd, are you monitoring?
Mike Whiskey 0, Oscar Yankee Delta. Can you hear me, Tom? Not getting out. Mike Whiskey 0, Oscar Yankee Delta. Can you hear me, Tom?
This is Mike Whiskey 7, Echo Romeo Papa, calling Mike Whiskey 0, Oscar Yankee Delta. You monitoring, Lloyd?
Mike Whiskey 0, Oscar Yankee Delta. I am monitoring, Tom, but I don't know if you can hear me.
Mike Whiskey 7, Echo Romeo Papa, nothing heard. QSI back to the caller channel.
Portable on the Welsh border, listening for calls.
Okay, so I'm not getting out at the moment, and Tom is quite far away, so this is not a surprise. So I need to check what I'm actually sending out watts-wise. Right, I think I know why. I got the duplex on. Okay, I need to go duplex. Off. Now let's try again. Mike Whiskey 0, Oscar Yankee Delta. Is this frequency in use? Yeah, I had, because I've been programming repeaters in, I had full duplex offset. I had the offset set, and I had a transmitting code set as well. Turned them off. It works better then. Back to you, Tom. Mike Whiskey 0, Oscar Yankee Delta returning. Yeah, if you could see me, I'm actually in a field. I'm overlooking a Bristol Channel. I'm holding an antenna in the air on a stick because I snapped the stick because it was rotten. And yeah, I'm picking up BC okay. I can hear Steve talking with Kelvin. I did a radio check into WR, I can get that. And this is all on an antenna made from a piece of coax. And it seems to be working really well, so yeah, hopefully this video might give some people some ideas what to do in an emergency situation in case, you know, you've you've gone out and you've forgotten your antenna, or you know, some disaster or something, you've got to leave the house quickly. Back to you, Tom. Mike Whiskey Zero, Oscar Yankee Delta. Zero Oscar Yankee Delta. Cheers, Tom. Yeah, that'd be really handy. I will put it into the video. I just can't believe how well it's working. And you know, I'm holding it up in the air. I don't know if it's going to fade if I try and stick it in the ground. The problem I'm finding is the ground's so hard and this stick is rotten. It just keeps snapping every time I try and put it in the ground. But yeah, I'll keep this fairly short anyway, because I've been out here quite a while now. So thanks for the test, Tom. That's absolutely fantastic news. I'll go back now and edit this video, and hopefully it's come out okay. Back to you, Tom. Mike Whiskey Zero, Oscar Yankee Delta. '73 Storm, cheers. Mike Whiskey Zero, Oscar Yankee Delta, now going QRT. Cheers, bye. Well, can you believe that? Can you believe that? Fair play, whoever came up with this idea, the original flower pot idea. I think what they did is use a PVC pipe, put the wire inside, the inner bit of the coax inside, and tidied it up a bit. You know, this is the idea of this video is if you're in an emergency situation, because coax is easy to pack away. Okay, so I'm going to take this apart now, but there it is. There's the coil choking it off, and that's basically the dipole arm. So you can imagine if it was like that instead. See the signal drop then. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope this video has been helpful to you. And yeah, it's brilliant. I'm absolutely over the moon with this. Cheers now. Bye. 7-3s. Exciting stuff.